Hey, I hope you had a good week. I'll be frank, I do not know how to start these weekly podcast newsletters, so the beginning is always a bit awkward. But let's dive into it. There's a lot of things I want to share today. We're going to talk about some life learnings, about some creations. There's going to be some co-living opportunities as well for you to get involved. And I want to start with one thing. One of the key goals that I had this year was becoming super healthy. And part of this is working out 3 times a week. So when I was 16, 17 years old, I used to go to the gym actually 4 or 5 times a week. At that time, I was 75 kilograms, which was 7 kilos more than today. And that was pure muscle. I think it got almost to a point where it was a bit too much. But then for 10 years, I completely dropped it. And one of the reasons why I dropped it is because when I was 17, I went on holidays. I stopped working out for like 3 months. I got back to the gym and I don't know, I just completely dropped from being able to, I don't know, like bench press maybe 90 kg to 60. And I was like, damn, I kind of lost everything. So it wasn't fun. And this time I decided to go to the gym again. But I'm taking it a bit differently, and especially instead of doing crazy workouts that are super intense, I'm actually following the workouts of Anatoli. So I don't know if you have seen on maybe Instagram or TikTok, but Anatoli, his real name is actually Vitali, and he is a weightlifter that dresses up, and he does these prank videos. So he dresses up as a cleaner, and he's super skinny. So he goes to gyms and he pretends that, like he would like to try weightlifting with these guys that have like really big muscles and stuff. And everybody makes fun of him, and then he just goes and with one hand is able to lift 150 kg or 200 kg. Crazy. And so when I saw him, I was like, damn, this guy is pretty inspirational, especially because he is not that big. He is rather skinny and he only works out 3 times a week. So I signed up for his program. And I really recommend it because it's based on a couple of things. It's based on, first, you only go 3 times a week to the gym. And what stands out from his program is that you do a workout, prior to each workout, you start with 5 to 7 minutes of warm-up. And then you do 10 minutes of stretching, your entire body. And I haven't seen anybody else that promotes that, and it's super healthy. It's the best thing you can do against injuries. So it's a lot about also like making sure that your joints are getting warmed up and stretching, and he does that every time regardless what muscle group you work out. And then the other thing that stands out is that every time the exercises are different, so there's no routine, your body doesn't get used to it, and the repetitions and the weight is different. So sometimes you might do deadlifting with 3 reps, and then you're gonna do the next week with 15 reps. So yeah, it's I'm having a lot of fun. I've seen how my body has changed over the last 2 months. It's been 2 months now. I gained 3 kilos, and now people start coming to me and saying, hey, like you look like a sports guy. And I'm like, not really, I mean, I do this only for 2 months. So yeah, check it out. It's 14 euros or 15 euros a month and totally worth it. I love it. Another thing regarding the sports side is that I used to do a lot of martial arts. When I was a kid, I did karate, then I did Wing Chun, which is a sort of kung fu, and then I did MMA. I never really found my style. I just wanted to learn how to defend myself and also being physically challenged. So I heard about Krav Maga, and Krav Maga is it's a combat sport, or it's actually a combat philosophy developed by the Israeli army in the 50s, 60s, which is pretty effective. But if you are in the army. And I was about to do it and met a teacher who showed me that actually it's not really working, not in modern day, for a bunch of reasons. If you're interested, I'm gonna put like some video links in the newsletter so you can check them out. But yeah, I met a teacher here in Portugal, in Lisbon, who is just practicing self-defense, and his principles are very easy. There's only a few techniques you need to master. If you know too many techniques, you're going to eventually forget them in real life. and just practice them over and over again and learn to get the hell out of fights the fast as possible. So I'm really excited to work with him and to learn from him. He's a European champion also in Jiu-Jitsu, but it doesn't matter what he learned. I really like his philosophy, and I think that whenever you want to learn from someone, there needs to be an energetical and philosophical fit with that person, whether it's a coach, a teacher, even a CEO, boss, or even a co-founder. It's important that you have this match. So let's see, one more thing that I learned this week, or that life reminded me, is the fact that, be direct and life will be direct with you. And what I mean with that is that I took on a few months ago a role in which I'm helping founders fundraise at a platform called Angels Partners. And it's really cool. I'm talking to a lot of founders every day. I'm helping them. We do fundraising campaigns. So actually, if you're in a tech scene and you're fundraising, let's talk. I'm super down to help you. And I came in, of course, I'm responsible for growth, which implies sales. And I came in at the beginning following a script. And the script was okay, was good, but it was, you follow the script and after 25 minutes you drop the pricing. And I believe in transparency. And so the more I've been working on it, now I'm getting to a point where at the very beginning of the call, I already state my intention, meaning I'm going to tell the person straight up, here's what we do, here are our conversion rates, here's our pricing, are you interested? And when it's a yes, then we can talk about how it works. And that approach works way better. And to me, this is just a metaphor for so many other occasions in life. If you want something from somebody else, just be direct, explain exactly what your intentions are so that the person can understand them and trust you as well. And that's how I believe you build trust. So let's be open about our intentions and share them very straightforwardly. And I think that takes some time in terms of how to learn how to communicate, but once you master that, it's pretty powerful, and you can get to results and to building relationship and trust like really fast. So intentions. One more thing. I downloaded an app called Whisper Flow. I think it raised several millions recently. There's other apps like this too. Basically what it does is a dictation tool. And it integrates also in WhatsApp, on Slack, anywhere, on your phone, on your laptop. And so I don't write emails anymore. I dictate emails. The same way that now I'm dictating my newsletter. It's 5 times faster. It's super natural. The tool also understands that it's an email, so it's going to put the right paragraphs, etc., and quotes, bullet points. And that's it. It's genius. Instead of spending half an hour, 45 minutes per day on emails, it drops down to 5-10 minutes. Or actually, instead of 1 hour and a half, it drops down to 15-20 minutes. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. I just cannot recommend it more to anyone else. Like, please check it out. Try it out for yourself. And the free version allows you to dictate 1,000 words a day. You can use it for longer WhatsApp messages. You can use it for emails. It's really a time saver. It's really cool. And so for those that read or listened to last week's episode, me and my wife, we did at the beginning of the year, we did a vision board where we wrote down our goals in the categories of mind and body, love and relationships, work and finances, and play and lifestyle. And I've been getting a lot of positive feedback about it, and we hung it in our living room. And whenever friends are coming by, they actually really inspire it. We explain it to them, and I really love this time frame of actually choosing your goals for 3 months, because doing a yearly vision board, it's too long. Like you really don't know what's going to happen between month 6 and month 12. It's too much. And I think that 3 months is a very realistic time frame, and you can control it. Today I was helping out a friend who is currently struggling in an area of his life. He doesn't know which decision to make. And I told him, I was like, hey, instead of thinking what you want for your life, just think about what do you want for the next 3 months. That's manageable. The question is not that big. It's way easier to manage 3 months than to manage a 5-year plan. So yeah, I highly recommend this. And then I found out a book called The 12-Week Year. The authors also have a course, which I'm currently doing. So I'm exploring their methodology versus mine that I created, seeing how they compare. And I'm going to adapt mine based on theirs, but you can check it out as well. But I really like this 3 months format, and it's crazy. In the last 10 days, so many things already have happened. From getting a car to we sign up for bachata classes, to going to the gym 3 times a week, to hitting financial goals. I mean, it's insane, and it reminds me of one of the fundamental principles of life, which is life is nothing else than vision and belief. You need to have a vision for where you want to go, and you need to believe in it. And often we have a vision, but we don't believe in it, so we don't take action. Or our vision, or we don't have a vision because we're struggling. We don't know what we want, right? And that's a bit problematic, right? So, and especially when you're in a phase where you don't know what you want, then your vision shouldn't be thinking about what is my big picture vision. No, your vision should be in 3 months from now, I want to know what I want, right? And that's manageable. So like turning it around, and making it shorter, I think is really, really helpful. And then of course, it's important to have these long-term visions. But when it comes to planning and execution, I really believe in doing these quarterly reviews, and I'm going to develop something around that, I'm pretty sure. But right now I'm testing it for myself. I also wanted to thank, because I got also some positive feedback when it came to the podcast that I announced. I'm going to call it Inside. It's going to be a podcast that's going to interview people to understand what's happening inside of them. How do they think? What's happening inside their head? What emotions do they experience? And I want to interview on one side prominent personalities. For example, I'd be very curious, just as an example, Elon Musk, right? Like we all talk about him. What's happening inside his head? How does he think? Does he have words inside his head? Does he have images, vision boards? People say that he does his daily planning under the shower. Is that true? Like I would love to know what's happening inside of people. And then also I would like to interview people that are, maybe misunderstood by society. And that can be people that, for example, have autism, or people that have problems with like emotional understanding or empathy, or people that maybe have some like physical dysfunctions. I would here too like to understand what's happening inside of them. What do they experience? How do they experience life? Because I believe that we need to, we can only build empathy if we truly understand someone else. And we cannot understand somebody else just by looking at their resume. We need to tap inside of them. So if you have a story that you want to share, or rather if you feel that this podcast idea resonates with you, if you feel like that you're maybe one of these people that you feel not being understood and you would like to share what's happening inside of you, please reach out. And because I'm starting to schedule the first episodes very soon. So that was pretty much it for this week. I'm gonna share actually one more quote that came from the creators of the 12-week year. He said, "If you want to predict the future, look at your daily actions." And I like this a lot, which is, you can only focus on what's happening today. Where are you putting your energy today? If you control where you put your energy on a daily basis, you control your life. And it reminds me of another quote. It was an Instagram video that was shared to me of this Buddhist monk. He said, a lot of people wish for a happy future, but a happy future doesn't exist. The future does not exist. You might not wake up tomorrow. The past does not exist anymore. It's gone. The only thing that exists is today. So you want to wish for a happy day, and that you can control. And you can control it by whatever serves you, right? For me, I know that meditating 20 minutes in the morning is going to increase my day quite a bit. Doing sports is going to increase it. Eating healthy is going to increase it. Spending time with somebody I love is going to increase it. Working on something that's meaningful, it's going to increase it. So control your day. This way you can control your life. So let's talk about opportunities, especially from the co-living scene, because I kind of stepped out of it recently, or I was more silent about it in the last year. But I'm still advising, I'm still involved, and especially here in Lisbon. So I have 3 opportunities. Number one is if you are a co-living investor or a co-living operator that's investing in buildings in Lisbon, in Portugal, please reach out. We have some opportunities. One of them is a building, 300 square meters, 12 rooms at 15 square meters each, in the center, 15 minutes from the city center by metro. The building is for sale for 1 million-ish, which is around 90,000 euros per room. And we estimated a 5.9% yield. We actually went there, we confirmed the construction costs, the legality of it. So it's pretty much ready to go. If you're interested, please reach out. And then if you want something a bit larger, there's another building as well in the city center in Marques de Pombal. Here it's 15 units, 50 rooms total. It's 1,300 square meters and 5.5 million for sale. So that's approximately 105,000 per room. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about these 2 opportunities. So if you want to come and have some presence in Lisbon, please reach out. Another opportunity is that there is one of the best operators for digital nomads that's selling their brand, meaning selling their platform. They have 22,000 people in their community, more than 1,500 clients with a very high lifetime value. The brand itself is top rated. It's more than 4.7 on Google reviews. Last year they made 500,000 euros turnover. And this was a 75% growth in demand compared to the last year. They're selling their brand for several reasons I'm happy to share with you. The focus here is mainly on Europe. 70% of the clients are from Europe, 15% from the US. So if you're a co-living operator, or if you want to start actually, and you don't have a brand established yet, you want to buy this brand, it is for sale. Please hit me up as well. I'm super down to make an introduction. And yeah, finally, also I got in touch with a new co-living operator from Valencia who is renting out rooms of like the classic 4-bedroom apartments, all asset light. Is currently building the first apartments and then wants to scale. If you want to invest into a co-living operator, into an operations company, please reach out as well. They're currently fundraising. Well, that's pretty much it from a co-living standpoint. As always, if you have any questions regarding co-living, if you're currently operating or you want to operate, if you have any questions on how to do the operations and how to build your brand, on how to do your marketing, just hit me up. I'm super down to help. And yeah, maybe final quote of the day that I wrote down a couple of days ago, which was, everybody wants to be famous, but no one wants to be themselves. Be yourself and you'll be famous for the people that matter. I thought about this especially when I see kind of the younger generation, the Gen Z. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be out there. But for what? Right? Just be yourself. Just say what's happening inside. Be true. And you will matter. You'll matter to the people that matter to you. So with that, in the newsletter, I'm going to drop also the song of the day. And you can follow me on X, on Strava for those who are running, on Heavy for those who are weightlifting, on Instagram for those who like music, on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you found this useful. As always, let me know anything in the comments or just write me. I'd love to know what you think and what resonated with you. And I wish you a good week ahead. Have a good one. See you next week. Ciao.